Tiffaniero.info. IBNX Radio.
What I like to call Truth No Bull. Not that most of my show is Truth No Bull. But before we get into that, I have to say there's another amazing vocalist.
Hold
on. She is sick. I mean, just Melissa Morgan was on, and now we have my boo! Branice Mckenzie, singer, writer, creator, producer, actress, gorgeous woman, teaches us women how to be more of a woman. I just love her. Branice!
Hello! How are you?
I'm good!
Greetings from Oaktown.
I know. She's LA time. Cali time. Cali time. Oakland time. Oakland time. I'm sorry. I'm in LA, so I get mixed up. So we just had your sister on, Miss Melissa Morgan. Yes, and she was sharing, we were talking about her, her relationship with Prince, and just kind of, here we have, she's an amazing vocalist, you know that. And yes, she broke into the industry. She did very well, but still being able to continue to work. And she is working. She happens to be one of the, few that are still really out there working. And how hard it is to break into the industry.
Yeah.
So here you have, we were talking to another young woman earlier who masters, and she's, breaking into her craft, and here you are, you're trained, you're talented, you have all these accolades to you. The different challenges in breaking into this industry that you can have more of a mass audience know your talent and know your gift. Tell us about the struggles for you being in the industry.
Well, it's really interesting because I think about that quite a bit as I continue to move forward, continue to compose, and continue to perform, continue to coach, and I continue to have projects. Mm-hmm. I live my life in a way where it's not about the time, it's not about one's chronology, it's simply about knowing that Spirit has something for you to do in the world, and trust that and believe that, and the time when it happens is the time it's supposed to happen, as long as I do not give up. And so if I say that I know that the universe is conspiring for all good, then I know that the time is never up. So I continue to do my work and really work hard. And it's a daily challenge to make sure that I don't think about what a lot of the world thinks about, those things that really don't matter.
Well,
they don't matter.
They don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say this.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say this. Whew. First of all, y'all don't even know who this woman is to me. So I just want you, I'm just very misty right now. I've never been misty on the show. I'm very misty. You continue to work. And you continue to do great things. And what I will say about that is this. No, I'm not a singer. I think I can sing a little bit, but I'm not a singer. But
you can sing.
Thank you. But what I am, I do have vision. And what I will say is this. I come from very, very humble beginnings. And I would have been blessed to have you in my life for over 20 years. And I have to say, you are part of me. So anything that I have created is a part of you. So I am very thankful that you have continued the work. And I'm ridiculously thankful and blessed that you even took time to work on me. So, I just love you. So tell us what you're doing, because I can sit here and just cry right now. I just love you so much. There's a lot of stuff. I'm doing this. I did hair. You used to let me do your hair. And I'm there doing a service for you, but you was always giving a service back to me. And I just love you so much. And I just want to know, tell us about what you're doing in Oakland, how you're inspiring others, as well as working on yourself and getting yourself out there.
Well, I'm doing a lot of things, but first I just want to say I love you as much. I love you as much. You know, we're just a part of each other's lives, and it's very exciting and amazing what you and your family, what you all are doing and what you're doing with your life and how you are a visionary. And every time I hear you speak about something and or every time I hear about you doing something else, I know the work that it took for you to be in that place. And I know how you do what you do. You vision and you work your behind off and you make it happen and you don't stop until it's happening. And then by the time you get that happening, you're on to something else while you're keeping that other thing going. Mm-hmm. That's how you operate. And so you're a great model and a template for what we're required to do in life if we really want to have a great life and not be afraid of the things that are not going to be so pleasant for us, but know on the other side of it, you know, is the light in it. You know what I mean? When we get into the dark places, because they're going to be dark places, but it doesn't mean you have to stay there unless you choose to, which would be stupid, by the way.
Here comes the peanut gallery. Here comes Sean.
That was so beautiful.
So, but here, you know, Oakland is an amazing fertile ground for all kind of art. There's a lot going on here in Oakland. Visual art, performing art, and there's a lot of creativity happening. Culinary arts, there's just so much going on and it's exciting. So right now in my life, I'm doing a lot. I'm a member of this is my 10th year as a member of the vocal faculty at Oakland School for the Arts.
Nice.
Which is an amazing school, and I do a lot of vocal coaching as a part of my work as vocal faculty here. Vocal coaching is one of my strong suits, and I love it. And I also do vocal directing. So this year, OSA was asked to do the West Coast premiere of Andrew Lloyd Webber's most recent musical, which is the musical School of Rock, based on the film. And it opened in New York like 5 months ago. And then our students did the San Francisco West Coast premiere of Andrew Lloyd Webber's most recent musical. And I was co-vocal director. So that was very exciting, really, really exciting. And they slayed it, by the way. And so I've been doing a lot of vocal coaching for pieces. There's a repertory theater rep company here, and they're doing really creative work, and they find different venues to do their plays. And they did this amazing kind of abstract interpretation of Grapes of Wrath. And I was co-vocal director for that, and then I'm vocal directing a piece by a sister named Delina Brooks, who has an ode to Black fathers, and it's a choreo poem. So dance is the primary media, and then there's singing and acting, and I'm vocal directing for that piece. So, those kind of things I'm doing, and I have my own gig at a really lovely jazz club here in a couple of weeks, and, it's just really great stuff. And I'm also now a photographer, so I'm working on, I'm a photographer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm doing a lot of photographic work and framing my photos, and I have other products based around my photography. So a lot of things are happening.
Well, you were in New York for a long period of time, and you toured with Harry Belafonte, Gregory Hines, Iyanla Vanzant, Iyanla Fix My Life,
Mm-hmm.
What gave you the strength to move to Oakland? Because I know a lot of people are out here and they're trying to do their thing, and they're trying to break into the industry and break into just goals and dreams. What was that piece weren't you afraid to say, okay, I'm going to leave this, that I know how this works. I got this gig, I got this job, I got this happening, but I'm going to step into these new shoes?
You know what? There has been several times in my life when I had no doubt. Like everything, you know how in film sometimes everything becomes quiet?
Yes.
There's just a moment of silence. And in the course of that context of the dialogue, the plot, there's a moment where it's just silence, and maybe the lead character will be in slow motion or something.
Okay.
So, and when that happens, on the other side of that is something else that's very definitive. So in my life, there have been moments in my life where I didn't have a struggle or trying to make a decision. It was made very clear to me that this is what I was to do. And literally, my dear friend, we went to college together, is the founding director of Oakland School for the Arts. And he had been asking me to come and join the vocal faculty for 2 years. And the second year he asked me, he said, I need to know in a week. You got to tell me in a week. And I said, okay. And I got back to him within the week, and I said, I'm coming. And I knew it was time for me. I knew it was time for me to leave New York. But then Spirit brought that opportunity, and I've always been in love with the Bay Area.
Yes.
Not just liked it, but when I was touring all the time, I was out here about 2 or 3 times a year and loved it. I used to fantasize about living here.
Mm-hmm.
And so when he asked me the second time, I felt like I had done all I could do in New York. Like the cup was full, and if I added anything more to it, it would have just would have overflowed.
Yes.
It was full. I had done everything I could do, and as a composer, it was going to be really difficult for me to kind of to shift people's perception of me. Like it was clear I was a singer, a great singer. I did a lot of touring. I did musical theater, so people knew me like that. And since I'd been in New York, for over 30 years, it was a little bit of a challenge. I felt it would be for people to shift their understanding of me also as primarily, or at least up there just with my performance as a vocal artist, as a composer. And I wanted to shift that because composing is really important to me, writing songs. So I came here and I had never, not even one iota looked back.
Amen.
I had my regret. And I miss all of you all. I miss my
of course, we miss you too.
Terribly.
We love you. So we have to go, but I want you to tell people where they can find you.
You can find me at BraniceMckenzie.com. That's B as in boy, RANICEMCKENZIE.com.
I love you so much, Branice. Please book her. If you're out there, everybody hearing, you better book my girl, Branice. She's amazing. Let her write the whole score for your next movie. Branice, I love you so much.
I love you, baby. Love you, Sean.
Blessings. Thank you so much for calling in. All right.
Okay,
this is your
bye-bye.
girl, TiffanyRowe.info. And I will see you next week. Log on, TIFFANIE, info. Log on. I love you. Blessings.
The best of edutainment.
TiffanyRowe.info. IBNX Radio.
TiffanyRowe.info.
I'm Tiffany Rowe.
TiffanyRowe.info.
The best in edutainment.
.info. TiffanyRowe.info. .info. TiffanyRowe.info. Tiffany Rowe.
Truth, no balls. Information is power.
Tiffany Rowe. TiffanyRowe.info.